Both Imam al-Ghazali and Imam ibn al-Jawzi were deeply concerned with the traps Satan sets for seekers of knowledge. They argue that because knowledge is the highest pursuit in Islam, it is also the area where Satan AZ exerts his most sophisticated deceptions, talbis. Rather than discouraging knowledge, they focused on how Satan corrupts the intention behind it. First, Imam al-Ghazali, The Peril of the Wicked Scholar. In his magnum opus, Ihya Ulum al-Din, The Revival of the Religious Sciences, al-Ghazali identifies Satan's primary whisper as the pursuit of knowledge for worldly gain. The three stages of whispers. The whisper of fame. Satan convinces the student that they should seek knowledge to gain prestige, win debates, or attract a following. Al-Ghazali calls these scholars of the world, ulama al-dunya. The whisper of procrastination. Satan encourages the seeker to master the outer sciences, legal technicalities, dialectic debate, while neglecting the inner sciences, purification of the heart. The whisper of false security. This is the most dangerous. Satan makes the scholar believe that their mere possession of knowledge will save them from punishment, leading them to neglect practicing what they know. Key reference. Al-Ghazali writes in the Ihya, the most severely punished of people on the day of resurrection will be the scholar whom God did not benefit by his knowledge. He warns that Satan uses knowledge as a subtle poison that feels like medicine. Second, Imam ibn al-Jawzi, Talbis Iblis, The Devil's Deception. Ibn al-Jawzi dedicated an entire chapter of his book Talbis Iblis to the deceptions of Satan regarding seekers of knowledge. He breaks down the whispers into specific intellectual traps. Common deceptions for knowledge seekers. The trap of obsession with rare issues. Satan whispers to scholars to spend their lives investigating obscure, rare legal rulings that almost never occur, while they remain ignorant of the basic spiritual necessities of their own hearts. The trap of arrogance. As a student gains knowledge, Satan whispers that they are superior to others. Ibn al-Jawzi notes that Satan convinces the scholar that they are above the common people, leading to pride, the very sin that cast Iblis out of heaven. The trap of the hadith collector. He critiques scholars who obsessed over collecting as many chains of narration isnad as possible for the sake of bragging about their short chains, rather than understanding the wisdom within the hadith. Neglecting action, Satan whispers. Knowledge is enough. Ibn al-Jawzi argues that Satan tries to keep the scholar busy with the instrument, books, and study to distract them from the objective worship and character. Comparison of their views. Feature Imam al-Ghazali's focus, Imam ibn al-Jawzi's focus. Primary danger, loss of sincerity, ikhlas and wickedness. Intellectual vanity and deception, talbis. Satanic tactic. Making the world seem more beautiful than the hereafter. Getting the scholar lost in the details to miss the purpose. Solution, asceticism, and constant self-accounting, muhasaba. Adhering strictly to the sunnah and the ways of the early salaf. Summary of their advice. Both scholars suggest that the remedy for these whispers is not to stop learning, but to guard the heart. They suggest constant renewal of intention, asking yourself, am I doing this for God or for the applause of the crowd? Prioritizing action. For every hour of study, there should be a corresponding increase in piety or service. Humility. Remembering that knowledge is a gift from God, not a personal achievement. Reference points. Al-Ghazali, Ihya Ulum al-Din, Book 1, The Book of Knowledge. Ibn al-Jawzi, Talbis Iblis, The Devil's Deception, Chapter 1, Zero Deception of the Scholars.